My name is Keely, and I am a 5.3 index.
My name is Sam, and I'm a 12 handicap.
My name is Ben, probably like a 20 handicap.
I'm Jonni Pollard. I'm a meditation teacher and a personal mentor. I often hear that golf is proclaimed to be primarily a mental game, and that's not entirely true. It's a mind-body game. What we're tending to do is ignore the way in which the body affects the mind.
So I started playing when I was probably like 4 years old. I didn't really take it super seriously until I was in high school, and then I played in college. The more I hit, the more comfortable I'm getting with all these people and cameras around though.
I've been a golfer for about 2 decades. I have kids who now play, that I play in the heart of the season, you know, once a week, twice a week sometimes.
I played with my grandfather growing up, and my dad and my brothers. I don't really play too much anymore, probably once or twice a year.
I said to my wife, you know, I think meditation would be good for me because I run pretty hot during the day. And she said, no, you run hot all the time.
I have a little bit of personal experience with meditation. I've tried it a few times, maybe 3 or 4 times in my entire life. I think I will slow down and calm down a little bit. At least that's what I'm expecting to have happen.
Meditating is probably going to be pretty hard just because I haven't done it in so long. I got into it a little bit in college. I think I'm going to be bad at meditating, basically.
Meditation, to me, feels like a long tail endeavor. So it's not necessarily something that is going to yield immediate benefits 10 minutes, 20 minutes after you do it, but over a period of time, it feels like it's something that can have real benefits.
So far the day's going pretty well. I definitely didn't hit my driver well, but that's kind of been the story of my season, so that's fine.
When I was hitting the iron shots, I felt like I was doing well, and my thought was, okay, don't screw this up, you're doing pretty well.
So far, I think the day is going pretty well, aside from the putting and the chipping and the driving. Yeah, it's kind of consistent with how I play golf. It's really inconsistent.
It's a little weird out here. There's like, what, 10 or 12 people, and there's like 4 cameras. I'm not comfortable.
Hi guys, my name's Jonni. It's great to meet you. I have the great pleasure of teaching you a series of mental processes today. Get comfortable, you all look pretty comfortable there. And just close your eyes. Most people have normalized a high level of anxiety in the background of their experience. And so when they meditate, the contrast to that experience is really pronounced. I use a very simple technique of coordinating their awareness of their mind with the natural function of the body, which is to breathe, and allowing them the time to become really, really aware of the subtle rise and fall of the breath that happens by itself. The exercise is to step up to the ball and, to the best of their ability, just let go of any attachment to what happens when they swing at the ball. And whenever you're ready, just very slowly open your eyes. Wonderful. Great. And how do you feel now?
I feel good. I feel good. I feel a little more centered, a little less distracted probably.
I feel like really relaxed.
My back muscles were kind of tight, and now I feel much less tense.
Meditation has its origins in the East. In the modern context, what we're seeing is bits and pieces of traditional practices repurposed in a modern format to be palatable to a contemporary need, which is help me with my stress. What we're doing is just removing something that's obstructing our natural health, vitality, and capability. One of the things that I always do is start off by asking them why they actually play. When we break it down, the answer is always because I actually just really love in the outdoors, observing myself progress, You know, if I do a great swing, it feels amazing, and observing myself just getting better and better and better. So with our 3 golfers today, I've done the same thing. I've asked them, why do you play? And they've all expressed that because they just get a lot of joy from it when they play well.
The thing that I learned most in the first round from Jonni was just forgetting about my failures and like not getting as frustrated with myself and just trying it again rather than letting those failures or frustrations kind of build on each other.
Whether I performed better or not, in some ways I did not, I felt in a better position to perform. I feel like I'm less distracted than I was at the start of the day by outside elements. I feel like I'm more here and probably in the moment.
It felt reactive. Like I felt like that athletic moment like came with so much less pressure because I wasn't acting, I was just reacting to that moment of breath. I am looking forward to the next round of meditation because I'm in this just like really chill mindset right now and I'm enjoying it. So let's just like keep it rolling.
Close your eyes, and I want you to take a nice deep breath into your belly. In the second meditation, we iterate very subtly on the first. We're applying the same technique of allowing the mind to connect with the natural rise and fall of the breath. I introduce the idea of completely letting go. It's a deeper expression of not being attached to an outcome. And this is more of an exercise rather than a strategy of how to play a game. And so the instruction is just to stay connected to the present moment with no attachment to outcome. Just keep your eyes on the ball and let it go. So whenever you're ready, very gently open your eyes. Golfers develop rituals in terms of the way in which they step up to a ball. We've got all these little kind of idiosyncrasies, you know, the little hat thing and the little arm thing and the, you know, the reshuffling of our grip and the little shoulder shuffle or whatever it is.
I have no idea where these are going.
It's really an exercise to get some insight about how rigidly attached you are to outcomes. In this process, what I'm challenging these guys to do is to let go of even that and just to step up and see if they can just spontaneously access their natural swing just by virtue of being relaxed. And it was very interesting to watch the different reactions and responses to that.
Do you feel frustrated?
I do.
Great.
When we're in a high state of stress and we're experiencing what is referred to as the fight or flight response, we experience high levels of cortisol, stress chemistry, that cause the heart rate to increase, cause us to have to draw in more oxygen. The ability to just be with a ball and swing at it beautifully is going to be quite difficult.
On the driving this round, I thought I did pretty well. I think I had my worst shot of the day and my best shot of the day within a couple shots of each other. On the iron play, I had no idea what happened. It's been pretty consistent all day. I can't get the ball off the ground. And it was frustrating for me to not be able to look up, but knowing it was awful nonetheless.
After this last round of meditation, I felt like a little drunk, which was always a fun feeling, but not one that you expect after just like meditating for like 5 minutes. I think there's like literally like chemical stuff going on.
Usually when I become frustrated, it sticks with me. And I do feel it, but it doesn't go away. And I think consciously being aware of it and being like, okay, I am frustrated, and then consciously sort of letting it go and accepting it, it avoids the building up of frustration over time.
First tee jitters are definitely like a physical thing for me. It's just a full body kind of like shake, like a weird like vibration, which is a horrible feeling because you want to be still over the golf ball.
If I have too many negative thoughts in my head, I'm probably just thinking too much. Everything's a little quick, everything's a little hurried, I'm probably not breathing.
In any given moment, each and every one of us has an internal monologue taking place. It's been a long-held ancient understanding that the root of our suffering is the hyper-identification with our thinking as the self.
What's going through my head on the first tee is I just want to hit it straight. Once that happens, I start thinking about technique, I start thinking about what I need to do. Like, it's all too much going on. I think it's just a lack of confidence in my swing.
Whenever you're ready, just very slowly open your eyes.
I think it might be just because I'm tired, but like I was following thoughts for longer, and then I was like kind of like trying to force it out.
You know, when you find yourself overwhelmed by negative thoughts that could negate a nice, even swing, is just to move your attention back into the body. In this exercise, I propose that they alternate between swinging as hard as they possibly can at the ball, using force, just whilst maintaining the best form they can. And then in the second swing, to go at it with a kind of effortless, natural connection. And sometimes trying harder, as in exerting more force, can be counterproductive to the desired outcome. And we've been doing this over and over again, and you've all reported, regardless of the outcome, you felt great about it. And we haven't perpetuated a cycle of frustration. There was a moment, of course, that you had, but it's great that that was sort of revealed to you, because that reveals to you where the work needs to be done. When we abandon force to access that deeper power, we're putting ourselves in a position where we're more capable of taking the moment as it comes, rolling with the bad swings, not letting it overcome our natural ability to remain present, and to continue enjoying the process.
Jonni presented the idea of this force versus power, like 100% versus 75%. It was a good exercise for driving, I think, especially. Try to be as smooth as possible and just kind of contain yourself. You may lose 10 yards on your distance, but often the results are way more consistent.
With the irons, I think I actually did better with swinging as hard as I could. And I think that more was just like highlighting a swing flaw than anything else.
I think there's that kind of sweet spot of not being indifferent, and you want certain outcomes, but not trying too hard. That can work against you.
And the putting, I don't know what happened. I think maybe it was a long day, but I didn't do so hot on the last round of putting. The things that have been stressing me the last few weeks or maybe the last few months, those things do feel a little bit more okay.
It's a great feeling because it's very easy to get wrapped up in a million things in your head, but when you realize that the only thing you're supposed to be doing right now is this, it's actually kind of liberating.
One of the things I love about golf is that it demands present moment attention. It marries so beautifully with meditation because that's also the desired outcome of meditation. They're two activities that are about refining capability with quality of attention.
Well, I think it changed the way I approached my shots, and I think it changed the way I reacted to them. I think it did kind of just like free me up and like detach me enough to be able to hit some better shots than I probably would have otherwise.
In order to truly get the benefits of meditation, it requires a daily practice over a period of time.
Damn it!
You will experience immediate benefit if you practice it once now, but the benefits that you'll experience as a result of doing it every day is exponential.
That first session we went into the meditation, I was pretty self-conscious and aware of the cameras and aware of people watching, and I really wasn't sure what was going to happen. And within 45 seconds to a minute, Jonni had sort of suppressed all of that.
I ended up talking a lot about like how much I get like stressed out about kind of other people's expectations, and the positive spin on that is that I was able to like let go of it like pretty quickly in our little meditation bubble. So hopefully I can just kind of transplant the bubble to every other time I play golf.
Given just how much noise there is in our lives, to have that ability to sort of clear that out for a few minutes every day would be something I really would welcome.